Hello, Stampers. Kelly Atchison at stampabove.com coming to you live from Greenwood, Wisconsin. Gosh, I see so many of you in here waiting for me. I have to confess a little bit. The clock in the living room said it was 5 to 7, and I thought, oh, I better go get set up. And I noticed my glasses are crooked too. And I come in here and it's 7 o'clock. So I'm not really late, but glad I noticed that. Gosh, we've got Margene and Ingrid and Patricia and Melody and Lori, Nancy, Patty, Dodie, Diana, Becky. Welcome, everybody. I see Loretta is in here and Elaine. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It is cold here in Wisconsin. I think we got up yesterday and it was 27. So, brr. Yeah. Sue would like to see how the clip-on bangs work. Well, Sue, I'm sporting them right now, but I am not going to show you how they work. Let's just suffice it to say there's a little clip right back here, and you just push it into your hair, and you go, and it clips right in. What do you guys think? Like, my hair's a little bit lighter here because it's bleached out from summer, but pretty good match. And I don't look like a dork anymore. Right? Oh my gosh. Oh, such a thing, such a thing. I'm really tired of wearing the hat because the hat is a pain in the butt. Yeah, and for anybody who might be coming in here, Yvonne, thank you so much. For anybody who might be coming in here and doesn't know what happened last week, you'll have to go watch my video last week because it was a little funny. I know, Mickey, you can't tell. It's crazy. So for $12.99, if you hack your bangs off, you can have all of this too. So funny, so funny. So, John report for everybody. John was home and he took our garbage cans out last week. And Steve told me that he moved his truck today so Steve could power wash our driveway. That's all I know about John. Steve hasn't really seen the bangs, but he had some other amusing words for me. And I told you guys that he told me I needed to wear a hat to bed. Yeah. So yeah, it was he's given me a couple puns. I haven't really seen him much. He was at South Park hunting until Tuesday, maybe? I don't even know. The days are running together. And I ran home Tuesday and came back Wednesday to my mom's house. So I've seen him briefly. He is getting ready for a hunting trip to Nebraska. And he got a new e-bike. We use e-bikes here for hunting. They go through the woods quite nicely, which is so weird. But he got an e-bike, so he had to put that together. And he was defrosting one of our freezers in the garage so he could take it back to Costco because he hates it. It's supposed to be an outdoor freezer, but it keeps defrosting, and that makes him mad. So, Costco will take anything back. So yeah, he's been busy. Today he was mowing the lawn probably for the final time and cutting off all the landscaping. Like we have hibiscus bushes that you cut down to the bottom, like right at the ground level, you whack them off. That sounds really, yes, you prune them at the ground. That sounds better, doesn't it? And the hostas, he takes those all out so they don't look all crummy all fall. And throwing away the annuals that are in the pots. He does all of that for me now, which is really nice because I used to take care of all of that. But yeah, so he takes care of all of it. So yeah, so he's keeping super busy. And the kids, Val and Dawson, had downtown trick-or-treating at the businesses in Menasha the other night. So I got the cutest pictures and videos. Val is Buzz Lightyear, and Dawson is Woody from A Toy Story. And when we were at Disney, Dawson got Buzz Lightyear. It's like a harness that you put on, and it's got a button on the lapel, and you push it, and the wings flip out. And then Val says, "To infinity and beyond." And she's got makeup on. It's so cute. Dawson is the most adorable little Woody ever. So they got to do that. And yeah, it was a little trick or treating thing where the businesses give away candy on Saturday, I think. Maybe I don't even know when it was. It was sometime in the last few days. But yeah, so they had fun with that. And what else has been happening? My cousin's husband is here with his son and his grandson, and they have been bow hunting. And my cousin got a buck this morning, so that was exciting. And they were out hunting tonight, and I think one of them saw 7 deer and the other one saw 8. So lots of deer running around here. Tis the season. I haven't seen any deer since the other night. There was a deer right down here in the corner field. My brother hung some ropes up and put some scent on them, and the deer was standing on its hind legs, like playing with that rope. I got to see that deer, but otherwise we haven't seen many deer running around in the field out here. But it is busy deer season right now, archery season here in Wisconsin. So, oh, and my niece, who is 14, she got a buck yesterday morning with the bow. And that was her first one, and it was super exciting. She was hunting with her dad, and yeah, so things are happening in hunting world around here. So yeah, it's been busy. Thank you so much, Barbara, for the like and share. If you guys could all give me a thumbs up, click that like button if you're out on Facebook. For all my live watchers and my replay watchers, if you could click that thumbs up or like button and share this video, I so appreciate it. It really helps me out. I have prizes to give away from last week, and I'm going to grab those right now and do that. First of all, I have, you can't hardly see them, but they're the little bees. These are called the Tiny Bee Trinkets. I have a whole pack of Tiny Bee Trinkets for commenting on my video from last Sunday. Thank you guys all so much who do that, because it does really help me out. I've got Sharon Ellingsberg from New Ulm, Minnesota. You are the big winner of the Tiny Bee Trinkets. These are so fun to put on cards. Now, Sharon, I do not have your address. So if you could please email me at, let me find my email right here, kelly@istampabuff.com with your address. I would really appreciate that, so I can get these trinkets out and mail to you. I've also got a Pretty Flowers embossing folder. This is for sharing my video last week. Thank you guys, all of you who shared. I so appreciate that. Someplace on your screen right now is a share button where you can share this video. And once you click it, depending on what device you're on, it'll ask you, where do you want to share it? Any place. Facebook is a great place. You can share it to your Facebook profile. It might ask you if you want to share it to YouTube. You can share it to Pinterest. Any of those would be really helpful. Louise Whitford of Lowville, New York. This is on its way to you. Who doesn't love a new embossing folder, right? Congratulations, Louise. And then for placing an order with me, I have another drawing. I've got the fabulous Sweetest Star stamp set, you guys. Oh, this is one of my favorites from our last mini catalog. This is going out to Helen Wainwright of Huntsville, Alabama. Helen, this will be off in the mail to you sometime this week. So congratulations to all my winners. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the comments, the shares, and the orders. Really, really appreciate it. all of them. Okay, announcements. We have a brand new set of online exclusives that are coming out on the 4th. And I don't know. Oh, here, I got my calendar. I usually have a calendar sitting right in front of me when I am at home, but I am not at home. So November 4th is not this Tuesday, but next week, Tuesday. Brand new set of online exclusives coming out. So I've got a sneak peek for you guys tonight. I have one of the bundles that I am going to feature a card with tonight. So that'll be fun. It was something that I was really excited about, and I'll tell you all about it when we get there. We also have our join special going on right now. You can join Stampin' Up! And order a starter kit. And you can be a discount shopper, or you can build a business, or you can do something in between. It's completely up to you. And right now, you can pay $35 and get to choose $125 in any product you want, which includes these new online exclusives that I'm talking about. You can add those to your starter kit up to $125 worth. Or you can choose to pay $99 and get $189 worth of any products you want. It is the sweetest deal ever. You get to be part of my team until the end of April with no further obligation. Being part of the team is fantastic. You guys will love it. There are no strings attached. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, right underneath this video is a link to join my team, and you would just go in there and fill in your information. They'll ask you what items you want to put in your cart, which is very cool. And if you are not on YouTube watching, you can go right to my blog. The blog address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. And the first almost every post that's on there, when you open it up to see more, it has the join link in it. So you can go right there and do that. Okay, let me get back to my comments here. All this fancy stuff. I have some cards to share with you that my mom got this week. And you guys, I have been getting my mail when I go home, but I haven't been bringing it with me. So once I am on a live back home, I will show all of the mail to you. I've gotten some fun things. I got a really cute candy corn hat, really fun cards. I can't wait to share all of those with you. So that'll be really fun. Let's see. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. What else is happening? It's pretty quiet on the Stampin' Up! Front right now. I want to thank everybody who placed orders in the last week. I always try to remember to do that. I really appreciate it. We had free shipping this last week on orders over $75, and so many of you were able to take advantage of that. I was able to take advantage of it. I stocked up on a few things. I had an online class coming up that I placed order for, so that was awesome. Love me some free shipping, right? Always love free shipping. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I've got all my baskets right underneath me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over to, let me put this back. I'm going to flip over to my desktop. So how am I going to do this? Hang tight. Let me think about this. I am going to, I know. I feel a little discombobulated because, I'm kind of out of my element here, right? Okay, hang tight. There's my desktop. We're going to move that right over there and hope nothing gets pulled over because I've got kind of cords everywhere. Oops, you know what? Hang on, you guys. My camera's crooked. Let me straighten that out. I didn't actually set that up yet. Okay, so that looks pretty darn good, right? I like things to be straight on there. Okay, just a second. Let me get this out of the way without pushing anything over. My lighting looks pretty good, right? I hope so. Okay, so first card today is going to be, I'm going to do this one first. I think I will. Let's do a fall card. Ah, this paper is so beautiful. This is the Gathering Together specialty paper, and I think if I kind of turn it in the light, you can see the gold accents in it. It's got gold foil accents in there. And I'm going to be bringing in a sentiment from the label Me Grateful, and then the little leaf die that's in here worked out perfect for this card. I'm going to be using this leaf die from the dies that go with the label Me Grateful. And then I'm bringing in the sign design. This is a bundle. It's in our online exclusive store. And you guys know that I love a punch, right? Love a punch. So we've got these great sentiments and these little frames that match up with this punch perfectly. We're going to use that on our card as well because, like, why wouldn't we, right? Yeah, why wouldn't we? And then let me set this over here. I'll bring this in a second. I don't think I'm going to use these streaked dots, but they would go perfectly with my cards. So we'll see. I'm a little iffy on those. I've got the early espresso and old olive baker's twine. So we'll be using that. And I've also got, I pulled some of this off my roll and just brought it with me. This is what I brought. This is the irregular ribbon. Really like this. And I'm pretty sure this is an online exclusive product also. So we'll be putting that on our card. Cajun Craze ink. And then I've got my stamps in here. So let's get out. I brought my little tape dispenser with me. So I'm kind of living out of the back of my Explorer right now, which has worked out really good. So that's a plus bonus, right? This is a little fun fold. It's nothing hugely fancy in the fun fold family, but it's one that I like. So let me just set this stuff aside and we'll bring in all of our little bits and pieces. And hang on, because we're going to need our paper trimmer for a little scoring. So let's grab our card base first off, and then we'll deal with all the rest of this. This is Cajun Craze. And I see I kind of bent it a little bit there. Oh, perfect. It's all better. Get my paper trimmer out here the right way. This is 4 1/4 by 11. And we are going to score this at 4 1/4, 4 1/4, and 5 1/2. Who knows what kind of card fun fold we're making here? 4 1/4, 5 1/2. Can anybody guess? I think you guys will know. Okay, I'm just going to set that down. I've got my envelope here, medium envelope. And then I've got 2 1/2 by about 6 inches of the Gathering Together Specialty Designer Series paper. So we're going to do that first off here. I'm just going to add some glue and bring that right in here. I don't know why, but food just popped into my head. This has nothing to do with food, but me and my mom enjoyed some lasagna that her friend Marcia brought over for supper. What did you guys have for supper? We had lasagna, and it was very good and such a nice thing. And her friend Marcia brought her over some candied pecans that she made too. So she's been enjoying those. And then I have to tell you guys, we're kind of naughty. For lunch today, we had salted caramel ice cream with chunks of chocolate and caramel in them. Because why not? Look how pretty that is. Chili. We had chili this week too. Buffalo wings and fries. That sounds good. Yes, Margaret, you are absolutely right. And Sue, who else said bookbinder? Lots of you did. Oh, hang on. I can't get my computer to roll here. Yep, bookbinding. Look at Joanne. We've got Donna, Sue, Margaret. Oh, Sue loves candy pecans. I do too. I love any kind of candy, anything. You know me. Okay, so here's our beautiful envelope. Next, I'm going to bring in Basic Beige. Both of these are 4 by 4. Okay, we have 2 of them here. One of them is going to get a little 1/2-inch strip of this designer series paper. So we'll just set that one over there. Then we have another piece of basic beige that is 1 by 4. This is for the front of our card. Then I have a piece of that fabulous earthen tone. Did you guys get this yet? This is like such a rich, beautiful foil paper. I absolutely love it. This piece is 1 1/4 by 5, and we're going to trim it. So 1 1/4 by 5. Then I've got the Gathering Together specialty paper that is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I've got this particular, I know it's really hard to see, but this has little like dots on it. Another piece of the designer paper that's 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I've got 2 scraps here, Cajun Craze, and the opposite side we're going to use for our label. So I'm going to stamp right on this really mellow designer series paper. Okay, where do we start? Let's do our stamping first. We're going to do that. So we're going to take this piece and do our stamping. And let me set this right over here. So I think first what we're going to do, we're going to take that season with the leaves, which is perfect for fall. Here, let me get this in here so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to stamp that right on that designer series paper, just like this. And then we've got season and then of thanks, because of course, you know, it's the season of thanks. The season of thanks. And I'm going to put that right in here. And look at how that fits right in there. Love this. Punch. I'm going to move this ink pad out of the way so in case this flies, it doesn't flop right in it. You know how that goes. And get this centered good. Look at how that fits in there perfectly. So all of these fit in here. You've got just a frame. This is the one that we use. We've got the Happy New Year. We've got the May Your Day. Look at that with some like little lollipops, which is super cute. And then Be Sweet, Trick or Treat, May It Be Filled with Joy, Happy New Year. All of these great little sentiments that go along with this punch. And this punch is called Sign Design Punch. And it's a bundle with the set of words. I really like the whole thing. Okay, then this is going to be our inside piece. So I think what I'm going to do with that is from the Label Me Grateful, You Are So Appreciated. And Cheryl, I'm so sorry that you've been down with a cold today. I've heard a lot of people have been sick with colds. But watching a Christmas show sounds like a great thing to do when you're feeling a little under the weather. I hope you feel better soon. That's never fun. 'Tis the season, right? So we're gonna, this is square, so we don't need to worry about which way to go with this, but I'm just gonna stamp this right up at the top. It's kind of crooked, so we're gonna try that again. Let's see, I need to go up that way. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I need to put it up a little bit more. There we go. That looks really good, thank goodness. I was making cards today, and one of the things that I didn't bring, I thought I brought a couple sheets of every color of cardstock, but I didn't bring any Misty Moonlight. So one of our projects tonight was going to be Misty Moonlight, but now it's Secret Sea and Cloud Cover. So a great alternative. Let me get a drink here. Okay. I'm going to change my glasses out too, because those are my read the screen glasses. These are my Stamp Like a Rock Star glasses. Okay. Does that look straight? It's a tiny bit crooked, but we're going to have to make it good to go. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things when you don't have many supplies with you. You can't be like going just helter-skelter on the stuff, you know? I have to be kind of careful. I ran out of black, which I didn't need to do these cards tonight, thank goodness. But that's on my list of things that I need to bring if I end up going home. I need to bring back. Okay, so this is for the inside of our card. We are going to take this Cajun Craze and we're going to use this little leaf die from the Label Me Grateful dies. There's 2 leaves in one, and we are going to die cut this 2 times. And, oops, hang on, they're stuck to the table. Here comes our little leaves. These are really cute, and they have like detail in them. So really, really nice fall leaves, which I really like. I like this Label Me Grateful bundle a lot. I've used it quite a bit. We used it in our new product launch party that we did last month. But this label is really nice, and then all of these elements along with the sentiments that fit perfectly. Love it. All right, here we go. We're going to start putting some stuff together here. I am going to take the basic beige, and we're going to put this designer series paper on here. Now, I have to tell you about this card. Remember a couple weeks ago, I told you that I attended a stamping event with a demonstrator out of Minnesota. The stamping event was actually in Millsville, but the demonstrator that did it was from Minnesota. And I went to this event that she puts on a few years ago. She does a lovely job. And I have quite a few team members in this area. So it's kind of just a nice thing to be able to attend and not have to, just have fun. This was one of the cards that we made there. I changed it up a little bit based on the supplies that I have because, I'm kind of running a little light here. This piece, we put this on the basic beige, and now we're going to take the piece of earth and toned foil, and we're going to run it at a diagonal across the middle of this layer. So I'm just going to take and put some glue in the middle of this layer. Make sure that it goes from one side to the other, over the edges a little bit of this piece. Kind of let that secure itself in place with that glue. And so we have a little run over here. I'm going to turn this over. And, oops, I didn't cut that very good. Hang on. Good grief, Kelly. It's okay. We're going to do this. There we go. That's better. And this one. Okay. Interesting, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I really liked this card that she made. I'm not sure who designed it, but it was at the event that I went to. And I was really glad to have it to be able to make it for you guys, because right away I pegged this one oh, I love this diagonal of that foil paper. So you guys were right. This is a book fold card. So we're going to fold on that 5.5-inch score line. And then we're going to fold back on this one. So I'm going to burnish this book fold both ways, because if you don't, it's always going to pop open like that. And I don't know why it matters to me, but it bothers me. So if you do it both ways, you kind of break down the fibers and then it'll stay closed for you. It's kind of like a crazy thing. Okay, so this little piece right here is going to go right over here. Isn't that a nice contrast? Love this. And here we go. We're going to put that right over here. Now, before we bind this side down so that it opens, they call it a book binding because it has a binding on the side and it opens like this. Before we do that, we're going to take that irregular trim, I think is the official name of it. We're going to take that irregular trim and we're going to add it right here, just like this. So I want to glue that or tape that on the inside of this layer. I'm going to do that. So I wore my fake bangs the other night. When I went home on Tuesday, I met Haley and Jared and the kids for dinner Tuesday night, and I wore my fill-in bangs. Doesn't that look nice? I wore my fill-in bangs, and they didn't even notice. They completely forgot that I had no bangs on my head. And I finally said, "So what do you think of my bangs?" And Jared, he goes, I kind of was wondering what was happening. Haley totally didn't even notice. It was pretty funny. Okay. Oh, thank you, Tina, for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this and leave myself plenty of room here to make a nice bow. Hang on, I'm getting tangled up in stuff here. Okay, there we go. Nice little bow here. This was from the event. I put my initials on there so I would know which dimensionals were mine. So that's what we've got going on there. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it right here on the front. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Just like that. Now, the card that I made at the event, I put glue on my binding right here, and it didn't hold. Like when I went to open up my card the other day, it let loose. The glue let loose. So I think what I'm going to do, hang on just a second, I'm trying to grab. I got just so many little things that are everywhere. Tear and tape, it's amazing. I can't remember what I ate for lunch, but I know where my tear and tape is. Like, how do you know where all this stuff is? I'm going to use just a little bit of tear and tape so that this does not come undone on me. I did not like that. I do not like when my cards come apart. It's just not okay. So I'm just going to put a little tear and tape in here. Then I'll add a little glue over here just to help it along. Grab my, take your pick tool, my little friendly hand here, and then we're going to glue that together. Isn't this just a really sharp card? Let's wait till I get it done. Right? It's like, well, Kelly, we'll decide when we see the whole thing finished. Okay, here comes the inside. Fits in here just perfectly. And I love that little pop of designer paper with that 1/2-inch strip. This is like just such a really sharp card. Okay, here comes the front. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. So I think what I will do, let me grab that little basket again. It's got all my little goodies in it. Lots of goodies in here. Get out my mini glue dots because this is probably going to be a good bet. We're going to put, we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Just like this. I got a bunch of swap cards made over the last several days and out in the mail tomorrow morning. That's their deadline, is tomorrow morning. So whew, I got those done. Thank goodness. Okay, so this is going to go right in here. So that looks good. And then that one looks good. Let's see. That gets stuck under a dimensional. This did not. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a glue dot on there. I could put some glue on there. That would work too. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue dot right there, just on one leaf. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. Where's our envelope? Do you guys just love this layout? I love the earthen toned on there, right? So pretty. Love this. Now, like I said, I had some of these, but I just think that there's enough going on this card. I don't know that I want to. I know I have some of these open someplace, but I can't find them. So I'm just going to pull these out. Let's see. We'll try one. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try one because I really love this brown. I don't know. I'm gonna make an executive decision, and maybe this one doesn't want to leave its family. I don't blame you. Oh, family's a good place to be, buddy. There we go. Now I'm talking to my embellishments. Oh, that looks pretty cool, right? I like that. I can I can go along with that. Here we go. And again, this is just a bookbinding card and it has that strip. That's what I really love. Well, the designer paper and this ribbon's pretty cool, but that strip of the earth and toned foil is just really cool. It's such a rich, regal look. You know what else I think would look really good on here is maybe, how about a little magical wink of Stella? That might be great. A little of that on these leaves. Just make them sparkle a little bit. Right? Like, why not? That looks pretty cool. I like it. We're committing. I committed as soon as I started doing it, didn't I? Like, what do you mean you're committing, Kelly? I'm pretty sure you did that. There we go. Look at the sparkle. I hope you guys can see that. It's really pretty. Okay. I'll leave that out. We might need to use those again. Let me put these away. Isn't that just pretty, you guys? This is one of the easiest fun folds to make, really. Again, this is the Sign Design bundle. Love it. And I got my sentiment and my little leaves, those oak leaves, out of the Label Me Grateful, just so you know where they come from. I'm sure you probably have some leaves you can use if you wanted to recreate this one. Let me get all this back out of the way. Cajun Craze ink. Put my ribbon away so I don't lose it. And the Gather Together, which is part of a suite that has nothing to do with these two stamp sets that I just used, the bundles. Totally different one, but it's good. I like to get see the versatility out of the products that coordinate with all kinds of other things, right? Like that to me is like, okay, now I have 3 different things that go with all of this. And that to me is a win. I like that a lot. All right, hang on just a second. Okay, I asked my husband if he would please water my houseplants, and he said, of course I will. I'm like, that's the right answer, pal. Listen to me getting all smarty pantsy. All right, thank you guys so much. I love the card too, Kathy. Thank you so much. The colors are so rich and beautiful and gorgeous, right? Okay, so just so you can get a peek at that, here on the screen is the Sign Design bundle, just so you know what's all in there. And then here is the Label Me Grateful bundle, so you know what's happening there. And you guys are asking for a little update. Nothing has changed there. Well, I shouldn't say that. Probably has changed, but not what we want to hear. So thank you so much. Appreciate the continued prayers. All right. I am going to bring out, what's our next card going to be? Winter? Yep, I think winter. We're going to go with full-blown winter now. Because why not? And for this card, I'm going to be using the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. This is one of my favorites too. I think these are just so beautiful. So beautiful. Then, oh, this is on my goodies. I'm going to bring out some tools from a very long time ago, and then you can giggle with me when I explain what's happening with them. I've got these. These are snowflake stars. They're called faceted snowflakes. These are really, really pretty. And yeah, I can't remember if these are online exclusives or in the catalog. But again, when I go to search for something, I go right to the online store and I type in the name faceted. Just type that in and everything that's faceted will come up. Or you can type in snowflakes. But these are super, super pretty. And then this is where I needed Misty Moonlight, but I don't have any. This is Misty Moonlight ribbon, and it is called silver edged ribbons, 1/2 inch, really nice, satiny, beautiful, kind of sparkly ribbon. Really, really like this. It ties really nice. Now I have some brand new goodies here. This is a bundle. Oh, let's turn this over. This is a bundle called Snowy Delights. And you've got the stamp set, which has 7 different images in it. You've got the dies, which, look at this. Oh, we've got a big snowflake here. We've got a label. We've got some little snowflakes that just die cut these little snowflakes into the paper. And then we've got 2 outline snowflakes and then this big one in the center. We're going to use this one, but look at that. That does this, and then you can create a layer to go behind it. Oh, so pretty, right? All right, let me grab, oops, hand. Oh my God, all kinds of stuff going on in my envelope here. Then I'm going to grab this snowflake. We're going to use that one for this card, and we're going to use this little oval label. All right, let me set these aside. The other thing that's part of this bundle, and we're not even using that for this card, but I think I will probably use it next week, are these decorative masks. And these are very, very cool. So let me see. Okay, so our decorative masks are numbered. So you would take a blending brush. This says number 1 on the top, and you would put this down, hold it in place, blend. You're going to get this big snowflake. Number 2 is right here. And the neat thing about this is that you can take and draw. Let me do this. I'm going to draw a line right now. You can just take and draw a line right around your mask. It's got this little notch in it. See that? So now you can put number 2. Number 2 is here. You can put that right here. Put it on top of your cardstock. It's going to completely overlay this one, and you can do a different color. And then number 3 in the notch right there, tape this down with some temporary tape and do a different color with that one. And then we've got this little tiny one. And again, same thing with the notch. They make these so easy to use, and I can't wait to play with them. But tonight, we're not going to use them. Sorry, just a little, like, Kelly, how can you tease us like that and then not even use them? Well, because I have a really pretty card to share with you. Maybe we can put these back in here. Hang on, there we go. And we'll use these next week. Okay, let me set that over there. All right, here comes my dimensions that I have written down so I look brilliant. Everybody should look brilliant, at least once in a while. Okay, hang on, I gotta get my little pieces out. They're stuck. Must be a little static cleaniness going on right now. All right, here we go. So this card, I've got my envelope here. We're going to do a little decorating of the envelope. Our card base is Secret Sea. Should have been Misty Moonlight, but well, that's over. We need to move beyond that tonight. Using the Peaceful Garden, and I'm going to use this very muted pattern right here. I've used this for some other cards, and I love that these have no like busy print on them. This one's even really good for stamping right on it. Okay, so Secret Sea, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Here's my phone folder. Then we've got a piece of basic white for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4, nothing fancy there. And then we've got this piece of the designer paper. We're going to use this side. And what I did here, you guys, is I cut this at 4 by 5 3/16. And you're like, whoa, Kelly, what is that 3/16 all about? It's just one little notch under 1/4. So I actually cut it at 5 1/4 and then just sliced a tiny little bit off of it. And then I cut it at 1 1/4. So this piece is 4 by 1 1/4. This piece is 4 by, I don't know. Remember last week when I did the math? 8 times 4 is 36. Do you remember that? I didn't realize until after we were done that 8 times 4 is not 36. It's only 32. And just for the record, I'm just not really dumb. I just wasn't thinking. Okay, so this is just a tiny bit smaller. Here's my this is my temporary ruler while I'm away. And this is almost 4 inches. It's just one notch under 4 inches. So this is what we're going to do. Now, I've also got a scrap of basic white here. I've got a piece of silver foil and a piece of the gorgeous glimmer paper. And this is the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper. So this designer paper right here, Peaceful Garden, also has a coordinating pack of glimmer paper that comes in cloud cover, I believe blueberry bushel and secret sea. So a whole pack of these beautiful blues. And it is called Peaceful Garden glimmer paper. And again, I would just type that in the online store, Peaceful Garden, or just glimmer paper, and all the glimmer paper will come up. So this is a scrap, this is a scrap, this is a scrap. We're going to do our stamping first. So let's do our inside stamping. Where's did I bring ink pads out? Oh, I didn't even get all my stuff out, you guys. I was so excited. So I am going to use Misty Moonlight ink with cloud cover. And then I'm thinking we may use this Baker's Twine Essential Pack. And this comes with 5 rolls of different neutral colors of Baker's Twine. Okay, let me get out my stamps here. I'll set those right over there. Okay, so first off, we're going to do the inside of our card. I'm going to use that Misty Moonlight. And I am going to stamp. Where did my stamp set go? Right here. So in this Snowy Delights, we've got 5 different sentiments in here. So on the inside one, I'm going to use the one that says with family, friends, and long, peaceful nights. And this goes along with the saying that's going to be on the front of our card. We're actually going to do 2 sayings on the front of our card. I think I'll go right here. Does that look straight? Yep, looks good. Okay. And then, oh, you know what I did? I forgot something. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hang tight for just a second. I need, oh, shoot. Yep, I got it here. I need my stylish shapes. I forgot about that. I need a banner. I'm going to use this banner right here from the stylish shapes. So I'm going to need a bigger piece of white than that. So hang tight. Let me find a white. Sorry, you guys. It's a little tricky. Okay. I found the white. Okay, here we go. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and just trim a little bit of this off so we have a smaller piece to deal with. Here we go. Okay, whew. Then sending you joy and many delights. So our label on our front is going to say sending you joy and many delights, and the inside is going to say with family, friends, and long, peaceful nights. So we got a little rhyming going on there. And then our other little white scrap here is going to say joy to the world. Joy to the world. No, you don't want me to sing. Trust me on that one. Okay, what I need to do with this is I need to die cut it. And when I die cut it, I'm going to die cut it not centered. It's going to be kind of pushed off to the left that way. So hang tight. I've got my machine right here, but it is probably going to make my camera bounce because it's holding down my video stand. So close your eyes if you get motion sickness here for a second, and I'll get this done quickly and not be jiggly anymore. Yep, a little bit of jiggly. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? All right, here we go, just like that. And does anybody see what I did with those dies? I do not know. I do not know what happened to them. So, I know they're here someplace. Whatever, right? We'll move on. Okay. So then I'm going to do this one, and we're going to die cut that. And oh, look at that. I already have that one done because I remembered. And then we need to do these big snowflakes. So I'm going to use the ones with like the ovals in the middle, the snowflake with the ovals in the middle. We're going to die cut that on the silver. And then this great big star one, we're going to die cut on the Secret Sea glimmer paper. So we're going to get both of those done. And, oh, I just found my dies. Don't worry. Look at this. Look how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Okay, so there's those. Now what do we got to do? We need some snowflakes. So let's get this cloud cover out. And there's some little snowflakes in here. I don't know if I want to stamp them full strength. I think I probably can because it doesn't seem to be like they're super dark. We'll do some snowflakes. And let's move this around a little bit like this. Oh my gosh. So pretty. And then we'll do some down here. And down here. Look at how pretty that is. And then I'm going to do some on here. Just a few right around the edge. Just like this. There we go. Little tiny ones there. And then we're going to put just a few on here. Just around the edge. Maybe right here. And maybe one more. Oh, let's try a different. Let's do one of these. I want it to look very random. Just like that. Okay. And, oh, let's not forget this part. We're going to do some snowflakes on here too, right on our designer paper. I'm just going to use these little ones again. We don't want too many. And again, this is cloud cover. And I'm just going to kind of turn these, flip them around, flip your paper around. You don't want it to be too busy, but I just want a little bit of things going on in the background there, which I think will be really pretty. All right, let's close these up. And here we go. Put that away. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put it right down here so that you have the same border around the left, right, and the bottom. And then we're going to come in right up here with this one. It's just going to have a teeny weeny little border right there. So what I'm going to do with this ribbon is I'm going to attach it to this designer series paper. All right, hang on just a second. And we're going to do that. And then you don't want to pull this too tight because this is just designer series paper, right? So it doesn't have a lot of stiffness going on there. I'm going to put a little bit of tape right here, just like that. Okay. And we're going to add this right here. Now, before I do that, I was thinking I would bring in a little white baker's twine. Where'd that little label go? That little oval label is what I'm looking for right here. Okay, so I don't have a hole puncher here. So what I did is I said to my sister, I forgot my hole puncher. So she brought me, who remembers this? Who still has this old toolkit? Oh my gosh, this is so old. She had this and she actually found it for me. So that's what I'm using to put a hole. You guys have a hole punch. Just punch a hole in the top of this little tag, but I don't have a hole punch here. So my table is going to shake a little bit. Hang tight. Oh, I didn't get it all the way. Gosh, I thought I was being such a Brutus. There we go. Now I have a little hole. And again, we don't sell these anymore, but long time ago, this was a whole toolkit that was fantastic. And all good things come to an end, right? They just do. So I'm going to take my baker's twine and I'm just going to cut off a hunk of it, a big enough piece to work with here. Okay, so I'm going to glue this in place. And the other thing that I've got quite a bit of tape on here, and glue doesn't usually work real good on tape, right? So I'm thinking it might be a really good idea, because I know mini glue dots will stick to tape. I'm going to take a mini glue dot, put it right on the end there on that tape, and I know that's going to adhere well. Sometimes we just got to kind of figure things out. Okay. Top, bottom. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's do this. And this, like I said, there's just gonna be a tiny little space there. So this almost looks like a bookbinding card, but it's not. Okay, hang tight for just a second. Okay, so then what I thought I'd do is take this little tag. Oh, and again, you guys, I need to tell you this. This is, again, a card from that event that I went to. I almost forgot to mention that. I don't want to take credit for something that is not my original idea, but I just loved this card. So I think mine is just a tiny bit different. So I'm going to take my baker's twine here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie it in a knot right here, so then I can tie a nice bow and not make it super tight up to my, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I didn't want to do. So hang tight. Hang tight here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't want it to be snug up there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to try to hold on to this while I tighten it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I want it to be kind of loose there, you know what I mean? And then we'll tie a nice bow. And, oh, my finger stuck to it. I must have some glue on my finger. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted to do right there. Okay. Whew. Now, oh shoot. I'm going to take these and layer them together. And if you look, there's a little star in the middle of both of these, and they just overlap perfectly, just like that. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of here. Oh, this is, yeah. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay. I can see each one of these touches onto an arm, or whatever you want to call it, of the snowflake. So I'm gonna do this, and this, and this, and this. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on each one of these big arms. And of course, if you make this, if you get this and make this, you'll see exactly what I'm saying when you go to do this. And set that right on there like that. Oh my gosh, I think this is such a cool snowflake. The way that it, layers together is just crazy cool. Okay, I gotta let this set a little bit. Could use mini glue dots also, would be a really good option. There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my snowflake on here just like this, and we're going to cut the edge off. So I think what I'm going to do here is put some mini glue dots on here, because I'm not trusting my glue on that glimmer paper, because I don't have time to wait for a while. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to hit it up with a couple glue dots to make sure that it stays in place while that glue is drying. Put that right down in there. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. And of course, adhesive paper would be a great idea, or adhesive sheets, but I did not bring those. Okay, here we go. I'll put this right in here. Just about like that. Okay. That's so pretty. I think we're going to trim it off back here. Can you believe I'm doing this? This is what we did at the class. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to also take a dimensional and put it under my little tag here. If I can get it up. There we go. Because I want this to kind of stay in place. I don't want it flopping all over. So we're going to put that like that. Okay. And then here comes this one, like this. And I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. I'm going to put a dimensional right over here, and then we're going to cut the edge of this off. Just going to go just like that. Set straight, looks a little bit crooked. It's easier kind of if I can hold it up. There we go. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And then that looks really good. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Now we've got our embellishments here. And these are really nice. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm seeing your comments coming in here. These are those clear, these are like the silver clear stars. They're called faceted snowflakes. And see, you can see those little snowflakes on that designer paper coming through here ever so lightly. Oh, we got to put our inside back in. Oops, hang on. Now I got glue dots all over my glue because I stuck my glue in my glue dots that I unwound. And I got glue dots stuck to my glue. Here we go. Here this comes. Okay, there we go. Isn't that so pretty? And then I'm thinking what I would do here is add, where did my, add some of these snowflakes. You could do the flap of your envelope. You could do this. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty, so petite and pretty and tiny. Isn't that so beautiful? I love this. So, so pretty. So let me bring that back in. Oh, I think I have a media asset for this. That sounds really fancy, doesn't it? Snowy Delights. Here's the Snowy Delights. When you order the whole bundle, you get the stamp set, the decorative masks, and these dies. They're just not all in one picture for some reason. So there's the stamp set and the decorative masks, and here are the dies that go with those. So, so pretty. Okay. And I think it turned out just fine with the Secret C, right? Since I didn't have any Misty Moonlight. Like, ugh. I was like, Kelly, how could you do that? How did you do that? Okay, let me put these back so I don't lose them. I'll be making another card with this because I've got some more. We made some more cards at that event that were just so, so pretty. Well, I'll just see. I've got my envelope in here. Let's get that out of there. See if I can get these back in here. Oh, there we go. Be a brute. Okay, there we go. And that over there. I gotta clean up my mess here a little bit. We have one more card to make. How am I doing on time, you guys? Oh, it's only 8:09. We're doing really good. Clean up my little mess here. And okay, here comes our next one. Ooh. Here we go. All right. What did I do with my other first card that I made? Oh, it's right over here. I'll bring those all back in when we're done. I always like to look at them all too. Okay, we've got Early Espresso. Thank you so much. Nancy says she just told herself last week she didn't need it. Sorry, Nancy. Sorry, not sorry. I know how that goes. I totally know how that goes. Okay, so now you guys, this is a sneak peek. This is brand new online exclusives that are coming out on November 4th. This is the Outdoor Adventure stamp set, which has 9 different images in it, and the Outdoor Adventure dies, which are really cool. So I'm going to make a card for you. I just finished a swap that I put out in the mail. It's going to be picked up tomorrow. But we've got mountains, we've got an elk, a fox, some boots with hiking tread, an arrow, some mountaintops, a little label. So this is a really cool masculine outdoorsy set. And my vision for this is you can make birthday cards, you can make graduation cards if you have somebody who's outdoorsy. You can make get well cards if you have men in your life you need thank you cards for. Masculine, masculine, masculine. I really love this one. So we are going to do a little bit of embossing. So I have my white embossing powder. I've got my linen thread. I'm going to be using pressed flowers. Like what, Kelly? You just said masculine, but no, these do not look all feminine-y. I know that's not a word. Versamark ink. I've got my embossing buddy. And my stamp set. Oh, good. Here's all my little rubber bands I was looking for. So that's great. And a dark crumb cake. Stampin' Pen marker. So let me get all my little pieces out here. First thing we're going to do, I'll tell you about these pieces. And don't forget, you guys, all of these dimensions and photos and a complete shopping list will be on my blog after we are done. And you can find my blog at www.astampabove.com. So just so you know, you can type that into any search engine, or if you're on YouTube, right underneath, you're going to find a link to my blog. The other thing I always forget to tell people about is if you're on YouTube watching, there is a subscribe button that should come up on the screen. Otherwise, it's right under the video. Click on that subscribe button so you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Anytime I add something, it's going to pop right up for you. Okay, so early espresso, 4 1/4 by 11. I've got 1 by 4 1/4 early espresso. I've got 2 pieces of crumb cake here. Both of these are 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got a piece of vellum cardstock. Vellum cardstock is coming back November 4th, you guys, and I couldn't be more excited because I love vellum cardstock. So it's going to come in 12 by 12 packs. I'm super excited about this, and we're going to use it tonight. Then I also have a scrap of crumb cake. And Courtney says, of course you need the outdoor set, Kelly. I know, right? I'm so excited. And Sally says she may have to get the adventure set just for the shoe treads. They are very cool, Sally. Very cool. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here, we're going to take this 1 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece, and we got to stamp on all of those. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside for just a moment. Let's do our embossing first. I am going to hit this with my embossing buddy, grab my Versamark. Oh, shoot. I don't have the other stamp set that I used, but I'm making this a birthday card because I need some masculine birthday cards. So I used the sentiment that says, to someone worth celebrating every single day, happy birthday. This is from The Right Words, the stamp set. You've seen me use it a whole bunch of times. The Right Words is what it's called. So I'm going to use the to someone worth celebrating every single day in the Versamark ink. And I am going to stamp that on my early espresso 1 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece here. And then we're going to hit it with white embossing powder from the Wow Neutrals. I think it is Basics, the Wow Basics embossing powder. You get black, white, and clear. 3 bottles all in one pack. Okay, then we're going to heat set it because, the magic, right? I just heard somebody else recently say that they went to their first stamping party and they were hooked because they did heat embossing, and the magic of that is just so crazy cool, right? I can see it turning. It goes from a powdery look to a glossy look, and then you know that it is heat set and done. Hang on. Somebody keeps trying to call me. That's weird. Okay, look at that. So pretty. All right, now, really cool thing that I'm going to do to this, you're going to let it cool off a little bit. It should be cool by now. Yep. I'm going to take my dark marker and I'm going to take the writing end and I am going to color my white and turn it crumb cake or tan. And you can do that when you're using dark cardstock underneath because you're not going to see this marker because it looks like you can see it at first on the cardstock, not just the embossed image, but it dries. As it dries, it lightens up on the cardstock because that's the alcohol in the marker making it darker. See just a little bit on that E there. Okay, now instead of bright white, I have tan embossing powder. And as long as your cardstock is dark, you can use any color of these to make colored embossing. dark cardstock is the key. Okay, very cool little technique. All right, now I'm going to grab that early espresso. I am going to stamp my trees just like that. These are really cool trees. I like it when they're kind of whimsical trees. And then we're going to grab those guys. How many different embossing powders do I have? I have 6. I have white, black, and clear, gold, silver, and copper, I believe. That's it. But you have to remember that I'm a demonstrator and I only show things that you will be able to get. I've had many more in my life. Okay, we're going to die cut these trees using the tree die. And I already have those done here. So let me grab this and put it back in here. Yeah, who was it? Was it Nancy? These are very cool. These boots, these hiking boots are very cool, Nancy. There you go. You know where my store is, girlfriend. Okay, so we've got those pieces done now. Let's do the inside of our card next. And our inside is crumb cake. I am going to stamp a happy birthday. We don't need a lot of fluffy stuff on a man's card, right? We're going to put a happy birthday with the early espresso. And then we're going to stamp these trees just to give it a little oomph right down here. Okay. And then I'm going to set this aside, I'm going to grab my envelope and I am going to give my envelope an elk. This is not a deer. It is an elk. And just like that, look at that elk. Oh, love it. Okay. Oh, we still need that. You know what else I'm supposed to have? I'm supposed to have pecan pie. Where did that go? Where's my pecan pie ink pad? I don't know. It's not out here. Well, I think we can get away without it, but I did use pecan pie on the sample. I guess I put it back in the case. I didn't think so. Anyways, don't worry. Here we go. We're going to do elk. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make my own designer series paper. And I'm going to start right there. There's my first elk. Here's my second elk. Here's my third elk. Let's do another one right there. How about just some horns right here? We're going to do a butt right there. And some feet right there. So I've made like a random pattern of elk. Now, I used pecan pie on my sample card, but I don't know. It's not here. So I don't know if I accidentally put it away. That's so weird. But I'm going to just use early espresso so we can keep moving along here. These little pluses. And I'm just going to kind of go around and just fill in with these plus images, or they could be X's. You could tilt them and make them X's, whatever you want them to be. And I'm just kind of filling these in here. So this is what I have. I just have random patterns with my elk. Now, we're going to tame this down a little bit with our vellum. We're going to put a vellum overlay over it. So I need my fast fuse tape runner. What I'm going to do here is, like, the struggle with vellum is always, how do you glue it down so you can't see the glue or the tape or the whatever through it, because nobody wants to see that. So I know that I'm going to put this strip right in here. So I'm going to take my tape runner and I'm going to run it right across my elk right there. These are both cut the same size. I'm going to stack them up and I'm going to do that. And see how you can see that tape through there? I know they have vellum tape and all this stuff. None of it really works. So I don't know. I've never gotten it to work. You can also take a little sponge dauber and add some glue to it and very lightly put some glue on. And I've had good luck with that. But in this case, I'm going to do this right here. Then we're going to take this and put it on the front of our card. So now we're just going to glue this down. Whoops, again, sticking to my glue bottle. Do this. Make sure that's nice and straight. I am going to tie some linen thread, wrap some linen thread around here because linen thread is pretty masculine-y. Can I use that word? Is that a word? Masculine-y? I think it is. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail here. 1, 2, 3. That's good. We're good here. I'm going to tie this in a knot. Just like this. And there we go. Kept it nice and tight. Okay. Here comes our dimensionals. We're going to do dimensional, dimensional, and then I'm going to cut a little edge here. Just a little, I want a little piece that fits between the linen thread and the end. Oops, let's get that on there. That one's already has the backing off. Here comes this one. Now this is 4 1/4 by 1. So it goes from edge to edge. Pick this up. Before I push it down, I want to make sure that I have it on here straight. There we go. Oh my gosh, right? Now I see that my vellum is kind of popped up here a little bit. So I think what I will do, and this can get kind of messy. I don't have a sponge dauber here. Oh, hang on, I got a tissue right here. Try to get this little glue dot off my finger so I'm not sticking to everything. But there we go. I just got a little bit of glue on my finger, and I'm just going to touch that and touch that right in those corners. And I think that you can see that, but I think it'll dry and it'll keep that vellum down. Most of the cards that I made for my swap did not require any extra adhesive. They just laid nice and flat. So get my fingers cleaned off so I'm not sticking to everything. Okay, last but not least, here comes our trees. Glue, here we go, glue right here. Here we go. And I'm just going to pop these trees right in here. Oh my gosh, this is such a cool card. Let that set up. Oops, told you I was getting sticky. Here comes the inside, and that's crumb cake, which is a little different, right? Do that. And then these pressed flowers, you guys, look at them. They just look masculine. They don't look like flowers. They have a little kind of a pattern on them, but I think they're really cool and they go nicely. Another thing you could do is put a dot of glue underneath where you're going to put your embellishments. So you could have done dot, dot, dot with glue under the vellum and then set your embellishments over top. That's another great tip that I wasn't even thinking about. There we go. And here is her man card. Isn't that cool? Very muted. And happy birthday. And again, this is the Outdoor Adventure dies and stamp set. Love this for man cards. Now, I think I've designed 3, maybe 2 other cards so far with this bundle. So you will be seeing some more from me with this. And this is one of the things that people say to me quite frequently is that they have a really hard time with masculine cards. And masculine cards next to fun folds are probably one of my favorite things to make. I don't have any trouble making masculine cards. Like I don't know what it is. I just get masculine cards. So I will be making some more. There's another bundle coming out that has all I can remember is a star and a scribble thing, and it's a set of stamps and dies that's also going to be great for masculine cards. So if you are in a lurch for ideas making masculine cards, I will be helping you out over the next few weeks, because November 4th is when these new online exclusives go live. Or you could join my team right now, and you can get $125 of brand new online exclusives that aren't available to the public yet for only $35, you guys. So that's my shameless plug to join my team. It's a great reason to join my team. Okay, I have some cards that I want to share with you guys. Oh, let me bring, I always say that I'm going to bring these back in, and then I didn't, right? So let me get rid of this. This is dirty. I don't like that. So here's our snowflake card. Oh, it's so pretty. I really love this. It was not my design. And our fall card, and again, made this at that stamp camp. So fun. The little book binding. Love this. And then our masculine card. I did design this one, so I get a little bit of credit here tonight. With the outdoor adventure set. So lots of great things coming here in the new online exclusives. And then, oh, thank you so much. Thanks, you guys. Your comments are just so appreciated. Lynn's gonna make the snowflake card. Good for you. It is really pretty. Like it's really pretty. Here we go. This came from Dolly Weiler. Dolly made this fun fold, and I am going to make this for you guys probably next week. Look at how cool it is. I really like this one, Dolly. So pretty. Then these are cards that my mom got, by the way, you guys. So thank you so much for the cards that you're sending to her. She's still enjoying opening them. This is a beautiful autumn card. This is from Shelby. Shelby, my mom is so touched by your sweetness. So thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful card. I can't remember if I showed this one to you guys. This is from Mary. Oh, so pretty. Just very crisp and clean. Simple card, beautiful. Here's another one. These are from our Memories and More cards. This is an actual printed card that comes in the Memories and More, I'm pretty sure, from Mary Stroman. Thank you, Mary. And then, of course, the popping up to say hi. Hang on, I'll let you see the front of it when I can get it open. Sometimes, there we go. Isn't that so pretty? This is from Deb Sedlinger. Deb, thank you so much. And we have Sending Hugs, another beautiful card from Julie Cowlis. I think I did show you guys these, but I'm going to show them again because I can. Look how pretty this is. I love just this little bit of embossing over here. It's just so pretty. And of course, the designer paper. This is from Sue. Sue, you're so sweet. It's got some glimmer on it. And we've got this one. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? Ah! This is from Luba. Luba has sent so many cards. Deb too, Shelby, Mary, you guys are just so sweet. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's a really pretty one too. Look at how pretty that is. Hello. This is from Sharon Land. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love this color combination. Another beautiful card. This is from Vicki Buller. So pretty, right? So pretty. Another gorgeous one. I think this one's from Lori. Yep. Lori, thank you so much. Just so pretty. I love these colors together. Here's another beauty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Just so pretty. And this is from Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. Okay, you guys. Whew. That was fun. Let me see if I can get my desktop in here without hurting anything. Oh, there we are. I still have my crown on. It's kind of falling off. My fake bangs. But I don't look like I belong on the movie Dumb and Dumber. Somebody messaged me this week and said maybe I wasn't thinking quite right because of my bangs and stuff like that. It was really funny. But yeah, these are my fake bangs. They've worked out pretty nice. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for spending your Sunday evening with me. Don't forget that next Friday is Halloween, number 1. That is the last day to join my team and become a discount shopper. Don't miss out. It's a fantastic deal. You will love it. Love it. No strings attached. And if you've been like, oh, I don't know, and there's nothing to think about, $125 for $35, free shipping, paper pumpkin. You get so much with it. So thanks, Deb. Deb says nice bangs. Okay. You guys have a great week too. Thank you so much for your continued prayers, your well wishes. Like, you guys are the best. Thanks for spending your Sunday night with me. Thank you for your likes, your thumbs up, your shares. Everything helps me out. Your orders keeps my bills paid. So appreciate it. Most of all, thank you for your friendship and spending your Sunday evening with me. I'm honored that you do that. All right. Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. Thanks, you guys are so sweet. Have a great night. Have a good week. Bye-bye.